Yeah. Yeah, I'm headed out, man. I'm coming up to your place. All right? All right, I'll talk to you then. Hey, Phil, it's Brof, man.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, can you pick me up, man? I got my car stolen.
What?
Yeah,
Did
man.
you call the police?
No, I can't, man. I just got to explain it to you, man. Can you pick me up? Okay,
Yeah,
man.
bro, I can come get you. All
I'll explain it then, brother. I appreciate it.
right,
All
I'm on
right,
my way.
all right, later.
Where were you?
Man, I had to take a cold shower, brother.
Oh.
After I saw that stuff, I'm telling you.
No, I mean, where was the car when it got stolen?
Out in the driveway, man. I went back in to grab stuff. I came out, man. You ain't gonna believe what I saw.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Did you leave anything in the car?
Yeah, a bottle and a cigar.
Was it locked?
Hey, where y'all been?
Alan, you're not gonna believe this, and it takes Brof to tell the story.
Bro, what happened?
I got my car stolen.
You had your car stolen?
Yes.
Bro, what happened?
Man, I went in the house. I came back out, and someone or something was driving off my car.
What? Did you call the police? Y'all hear that?
It's in my driveway.
That's in your driveway, man.
Man, what the hell?
What is going on, bro? First you get your car stolen. What's happening here?
Who is this fool blowing his horn?
No.
What the hell's going on?
Hold on now.
What the hell is that?
That's my car.
Ain't no average Joe.
Joe
Alien?
All right. How's everybody doing? Thank you again for joining the Three Brothers Podcast. I am the host and moderator, Alan Manley Sr. That's my brother, Phil Manley. And this is our third brother, Jay Brophy. Listen, we appreciate you guys joining us. We want to start off the podcast today with just an update on one of our close friends.
wow. Yeah.
Our very own Bernie Kosar recently completed a liver transplant.
Yes, sir.
It's been a day or so.
Yeah.
But we wanted to bring it to your attention because we have just great news. Bernie is doing fantastic. The operation was a success.
Yeah.
He's up. He's walking. He's texting. He's making plans. I guess you've had a little bit more contact with him, Jay.
He likes his "you matter," man. He tells you that no longer than that guy had got out of surgery. He was up all morning explaining at 3 a.m. that he's going down at 5 to get his liver. I'd have been scared to death sitting there. But Burns talking about what all's going to happen. Lo and behold, the next day after his surgery, he says he's going to be off for a while. We're getting these group texts because we unfortunately have one of our brothers that are on life support and going through some things. Bernie has some ideas with the studies we're going through with some stem cells. He's got ideas. He's on there texting going, hey, make sure this guy calls this guy. This guy here, call here. I'll make a phone call for this.
Quarterbacking again.
Yeah, and I'm going,
From Bernie's,
laying in his bed with that
there's
new
another
player that's
former teammate.
on our group text that's going through it.
Is he from Miami as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, he's a Miami player too.
Okay.
Living in Georgia. He played with us. And there's Bernie trying to, he would think, take it easy after the surgery. He's already out trying to help one of our players and people out. It's incredible to see a guy, because, you think about with a liver transplant, how's it take?
That's what I was going to ask you. What do we know of his condition?
Right
Too soon to tell.
Right. But
Okay.
him in the bed doing this means it's a good thing.
Yeah,
and he's
okay.
saying, hey, I feel better already. Looking forward to doing it. The guy's incredible, man. So, I can't tell if he's in any pain or he's too doped up to know it.
Right.
But he's like,
Yeah.
and he's not into that. So, he's into holistic stuff, but he's just already on the horn telling everybody what's going on and get this done.
Great.
So he's back to work. But yeah, I love you, Bern, man. I'm glad to see it. I mean, we all
Great
do.
news.
It was just time.
Yeah.
He was struggling.
I was
He's
so
been through
nervous
this
about that.
Yeah. I know one or both of you had seen him on TV, and he wasn't looking that good prior to this.
Yeah.
And it's good that he was able to.
And I guess he
to find
had
that liver.
multiple procedures.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were surgeries.
Yeah,
But
he got
that's a lot of trauma on your body, and Bernie just seems so
right. Exactly. Well,
small
he
and-
was infected the last weekend. He got an infection. Well, he was hoping to get the liver then, but when he was infected, he can't.
Right.
So he went through 3 or 4 different procedures.
Yep.
And they were because his blood was infected. Oh my God, all this stuff.
Yeah.
he's going through, and you see at that point, like people start looking drained. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, just get him the liver.
Yeah.
And then the young man whose name escapes right now is driving me crazy. 21-year-old kid.
Really?
In the Cleveland area.
Is that right?
That passed away and donated. They burned all of them on the sites, and teams are shooting the kid's name out. And God bless him and his parents.
Yeah, yeah.
And all
Gotta-
for doing
yeah.
that.
We have to
But
get his name.
Gave Byrne on
Yeah.
a new lease on life.
Yeah.
Man. And he's already
great.
taking advantage of it.
That's great. Yeah.
So go ahead, Byrne.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for the update on that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Bernie, we love you. We're praying for you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Godspeed on that. So,
Yep.
man, I hate to pivot from Bernie to some other trending news, but we got to talk about what's going on. Yeah, come on, jump in there.
Pivot to the appropriate start for the podcast,
Right.
which is
So, 3 rules.
okay.
Yeah,
there we
Right? 3 rules.
go. There we go.
Wow.
All right. 3 rules. Take off your shoes,
Yep.
have a shot,
Yep.
and have a good time, right?
Have a good time.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Enjoy yourself.
All right. Clink, 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 clink,
Hey.
clink.
Got it.
There we go.
Yeah, jump on in
there we
there.
go.
Juma.
All right, Junior.
Bridgman, my man. Yeah, Junior.
All right. So, boy, we got a lot to talk about. I'm amazed. We'll try to do a show every week or so, and the amount of news that just keeps going and going and accumulating. So right now, as we speak, the top trending story really is the vote on the Epstein files.
Right.
They finally got that vote to pass through, and it looks like your guy's going to sign off on that, right?
Your guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
I'd
listen.
just like to represent.
Yeah.
All I can get is
Get
in
it
there.
rolling, man. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Hey, I was just thinking. Listen, he is. I don't listen to the news as much as I
Yeah,
used to,
you see.
just because of that. He is my waking nightmare, and I just can't think of somebody that is a worse human being. I got to go back to Hitler before
Yeah,
I find
absolutely.
somebody that is a worse human being than this guy is. That's just how I feel.
He has
about
a contempt for women.
Oh,
that's
oh, yeah.
unbelievable.
Well, how about it? You brought to my attention about the Miss Piggy.
This-
the Piggy.
Can you believe that?
And this is the president of the free world of the United States.
Yeah.
And this is what he offers to women.
I
And
don't know.
if you're not upset about that or you aren't complaining, God, have we really gone down?
Well, you've heard the Republican response to that, right?
I haven't. No.
They just said you got to have thick skin, basically.
Oh, my
This is
God.
what he is.
Yeah.
And you got to have thick skin. And what else can you say, though?
Yeah.
But let's get on I'm going to get a little bit more detail about the Epstein files, though, because it passed almost unanimously. I think 99-1 or something like that. So, what are your thoughts on that, though? Are you excited to see what's going on? Do you think
I'm
the
happy.
files will be revealed? Let me ask you that.
I'm happy for the progress. Trump is not going to do anything that incriminates Trump.
Bingo.
And so the question is, what's going to happen? And there's been some speculation that, now that the vote is there and it appears like Trump's going to sign off on releasing the rest of the files, that Pam Bondi will step in and do something legalistic that will result in delays of a lot of the data that is contained in those files. Certainly anything that is
You're supposed
negative
to
to
create
Trump.
this
Yeah, for coming to Trump.
Democratic investigation,
So
I guess.
I don't believe anything that this administration does that is just being done because it's the right thing to do.
Right,
the
correct.
only thing
Very
they
good
do is stuff that will support their argument or hurt somebody that they want to have hurt. That's all. And so, I know they're succumbing to some. Well, I don't know if they're succumbing to pressure or not. I don't know what the plan is from their standpoint, but I'm not of the belief that this is going to be some revolution that shows that Trump was in fact a pedophile or a pedophile.
Aware of it.
Yeah,
let
yeah,
it
yeah,
happen,
yeah,
been
exactly.
around it.
Yeah, exactly. So enabler.
Enabler, yeah.
Exactly. So I don't have any high expectations. And quite frankly, I don't need them because I know I've had 10 years of this guy.
Yeah.
Pedophile would add one more thing to what he is, but I don't need that one more thing for me to have my opinion of what he is.
Well, I think the thing about it was he was so. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and release him now. And then that told the rest of the Republicans, guys, go ahead, we can vote now. Now we can go ahead and say, let's.
What did that
What
tell you that he made that sudden
just
turn,
like
though?
Philip's saying, is a couple things. Pam Bondi or one of them would come out and they're going to be opening a case
That's what I think.
against something which will freeze those files because that's evidence.
Yeah.
So that won't be able to come out. Or it's so damn redacted that it ain't going to make no difference. Well, only saving grace from all that is there has got to be some good FBI agents. There's got to be some good people that have worked on that case.
Yeah.
That put those files together. The Epstein family, all that put those files together, that know the truth, what's in there. And if this is released and things are missing, that can refute that, say, hey, listen, no, there was a lot more than that in there. But I just can't see, like Phil, him saying, let's release him, it's okay, if he doesn't know already what's going to be released and what's going to happen.
I can't believe that he doesn't know that he has no knowledge of it, number one. Number two, I was very surprised that some of the Republicans in the beginning had the courage to say that they would vote for the release of the files. And I think, who was the lady they had?
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Boebert.
Oh,
They had her,
yeah. Okay, Lauren
they
Boebert.
actually had her at the White House.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yep.
And I said, man, that's going to break her.
Yeah.
But she stood firm and voted to have those files released. And so I'm starting to see, just a little bit some of the pushback on some of these Republicans. Perhaps it's because of the, we're talking about the Epstein files. You're talking about the trafficking of children
Kids.
and things like that.
Yeah.
So maybe,
They show a human.
because of the
Well, I think
the
that-
level of.
I think you saw some recent wins by Blue and the Democrats, right? Well, I think too they have to be hearing from their constituents because let's face it, they said let's get those Epstein files out.
Yeah.
Now you have it, and now all the pedophilia stuff being said and it's going on, and we're not going to release it still, like we don't care.
Right.
Yeah, I do. I think that really hurts them. I think that is pressure going. That ain't going away because that's one thing that I think most Americans, besides your hardcore mega people, which we've seen, that said no.
So do you anticipate Bondi stepping in, like Phil said, and creating this democratic investigation? And
Nothing surprises me, and I just don't see it. Nothing's been easy, so I just don't see him saying, "Yeah, go ahead, let's get this."
I would think Trump would be kicking and screaming until
Right,
the very
right.
end.
That's what I'm saying.
For him to just sit
I
back
think
and go, "I'll
there's-
sign off."
Right. I think
That didn't
there's a
sit well
game
with
plan in there
me.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but I think that's definitely going to happen. It'd be great if not, but we'll see.
There is this kid, Dean Withers, I think is his name. You know what I'm
does
talking
the
about?
podcast.
Yes, right.
So
Unbelievable.
so Boebert came out, released the files. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Charlie Kirk was released the files also.
Sure was.
Yeah.
He sure was.
So Dean Withers has a tape that's out right now with a MAGA supporter that says basically, so what?
Right.
If something along those lines.
Right.
What does it mean? And this MAGA guy is going on saying, what does it mean? Let's say Trump, let's give it everything that people are saying about Trump being a pedophile is true. So what?
Right.
That's what this dude. Dean Withers was speechless. I've never seen the dude speechless before,
Yeah.
but this was so mind blowing.
Right.
And so this is the MAGA thing,
Yeah.
Right.
where Trump's original statement, I could stand on Main Street and shoot somebody, and
Exactly
MAGA would not be, they would not
Not
walk, they would not turn away from me.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent, maybe slightly worse even, than shooting somebody, murdering somebody.
Yeah.
The sexual exploitation of a minor. What is MAGA going to do about this if this turns out to be the case?
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's a litmus test. MAGA, quite frankly, has not shown that they have any
Yes.
type of ability to think for themselves. They're part of a cult and they do whatever Trump tells them to do. Will Trump be able to continue to manage them, to dominate their minds so that they don't turn away
I
from
think
him
this is the
in this
fork.
regard?
I think this is the fork on the road, though, because of the magnitude.
Well, it is if the information points to that.
Correct. I
So,
should say that.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
And it does,
Yeah.
but will we really see that
Yeah.
or know that?
Yeah.
But to your point, if they don't
Yeah.
go bananas or well, again, then there's
Yeah.
nothing. If you have a child,
I mean,
you're talking about abuse
Yeah.
of a child,
Yeah.
and you can forgive that, then there's
Yeah.
no hope.
Yeah.
this is going to impact the 26 midterms.
Sure is.
Yep.
I mean, the
Should.
information that comes out
Should.
and how it's treated and just the reaction to that. So,
Should. Except the fact that Trump has such a control over this government that you wonder how fair the 26
Yeah.
midterms are going to be.
yeah.
That's the
And
thing.
so it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
all
are
of this
they
is
even
just
gonna happen yet?
yeah. So we're thinking in terms of normalcy.
Right.
Right.
It's just no normal there. And these guys, with Miller and
Yeah.
all these other guys that are involved in this process, they don't care about anything except winning.
They don't.
That's all they care about. And so it remains to be seen what they do
Yeah.
in order to make sure that this
reminds
thing
me
keeps going.
You remember the big Scientology thing?
Yeah.
When Cruz and all these celebrities were in
Uh-huh.
there, and then one by one they would kind of come out. I think Lee Remy.
Yeah,
and
yeah, Lee Remy
They were
did
talking
that.
about what was going on in there,
Yeah.
but when they were a part of Scientology,
Uh-huh.
they were like 10 toes
Brainwashed.
in.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that because Mega acts like a cult, right?
Oh,
Walks
yeah.
like a
Oh,
cult.
Mega is a cult, yeah.
But then you have people coming out of it, like
Yep.
Marge Taylor Greene,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and telling stories about what it was like to be the lady on the set of The View. That used to
Alyssa Farrah Griffin.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Uh-huh, yeah,
one
yeah.
by one, they're kind of coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of that whole Scientology thing.
Right.
So, what's your opinion on Marge Taylor Greene? Are you buying her sincerity? I know she gave an apology.
You know what? I don't.
You don't buy it?
I don't buy it. I'm not saying she's lying. I'm not saying she's insincere. But I'm sorry. You got years of being Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yes.
You got weeks of being whoever you are now.
Right.
I need more than
Really?
that. And so, yeah. Oh, and Jasmine Crockett said the exact same thing.
Right,
She said,
right.
You said these words, fine.
Right.
But there's so many things that happened in that administration that you didn't stand up for.
right,
Now, you're standing up now, fine.
Right.
But
Do you think
there's-
she's sincere or insincere in her apology?
the answer is I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think she wants, here's what I think. I think she wants greater things. So I think she wants to be a United States senator as opposed to a congresswoman now. And so to do that, she needs sort of a greater support than she has as opposed to be a mega congresswoman
gotta
in a
separate.
congressional
Yeah.
She's gotta
district. Yeah. So I can be a cynic and say that I don't believe one word that comes out of her mouth until, quite frankly, I just see some proof of it. But she's done some, she was on the QAnon thing,
Yep.
Jewish space lasers or some crap like that.
yeah, right.
yeah.
She
She was
did
way out
all
there.
this crap. So I don't believe that all of a sudden she turned and became a normal human
trust
being.
that.
Yeah. Now maybe it is true, but it's going to take some time to prove
Yeah.
that.
What
do you think,
You know what I
Jay?
mean?
I'm right with Phil on that. It will take time. I'm hoping it's true. I'm hoping that's happening. But until I really see more of that or this come out in the long run that, yes, she has changed her way, man, I just don't trust that.
Hey, if your wife's been screwing the milkman for 20 years and you got to go away this weekend and she says, well, I'm finally done. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. That just ain't working for me.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Pretty good analogy.
Yeah.
Well, she's saying all the
What
right
do you-
things.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm on the
What do you-
fence. I think that her apology is sincere. I don't know where she's at in terms of, like, there's levels to that, right? There's normal
Right.
conservative Republicans, and then there's MAGA. and there's probably some people in between. I don't know where she's at with that. Like, she could still, obviously, she's still a Republican. If there were an election tomorrow, would she vote for Trump? You understand what I'm saying? If he were the candidate?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things that I don't know. But I think her apology was sincere.
I think she'd vote her interest, and whatever that is.
Okay.
So that's the thing that comes across. And listen, politicians are politicians because they're incredible liars. They have this ability to convince you. And listen, I'm one of the biggest suckers there is, man. I've been fooled by people my entire life that I thought were legitimate, honest, high integrity people. I don't have the skill to decipher that. So I just don't trust anybody anymore. But certainly somebody that has a track record like that, you're going to have to prove something to me.
Yeah, there's not enough work on that, and not enough examples going forward.
It's sort of like, remember Marion Barry when he got caught smoking crack? All right, so he apologized. And listen, I can forgive you.
Yeah.
You can't be my mayor anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, if you want to come clean now, Marjorie, fine. But I can't consider you a leader anymore, ever, because you've just built up so much bad. I'm sorry. The best thing that you can do is become a monk and go preach to, go to.
Well, let me ask a question then. Do you think there is a segment of MAGA or ex-MAGA that we don't know about who they're tired being MAGA, right? If you have a heart and soul, it's tough to be MAGA, right?
Yeah.
Even if the Republican is your party.
But that's right there.
And I can see people getting worn out and falling out.
Yep.
And maybe the alternative is something in the middle. Not necessarily they're going to the left and becoming a Democrat, but there has to be something between the extreme that is MAGA and what we consider to be liberals.
I think Phil called us, though. It's a cult. And until you get out of the brainwashing and get, re-entered to real life, I think that's the decision you got to make, because getting tired of it, you should have been tired of it.
Well, my question is this. I guess I should be more specific on what I'm asking. Is there enough Republicans that are done with being MAGA, but they still have Republican conservative views?
No, I think
and I think that's what Marge Taylor would be after.
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever going to be a Democrat. And I know people have said, come on over here.
Oh, hell no.
She's not coming over.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
That's my question.
No, your question's a good one. What you said is they have a heart and a soul.
Yeah.
Right.
What you didn't mention was brain. And that's key.
Yeah.
Because to be MAGA, you've got to be stupid enough to believe this shit. Or let's say you've got to be stupid enough to believe it. And when you are presented with alternative data that disproves what you believe, you've had to poo-poo that.
That's the phenomenon.
You know what I mean?
Of MAGA. That right there is the phenomenon.
Yeah, exactly. And so I can't fathom that there are that many people that would all of a sudden it comes to light that, oh my God, I was wrong. People don't do that. Yeah. People don't say I was wrong. Nobody says my bad anymore.
I think people would at dinner go, that is, he called that poor lady a pig. And she just asked a question.
But I think those people that Phil was talking about, those hardcore MAGA people, are that dumb.
Well, hardcore MAGA.
They put up with so much of this already.
Yeah.
Now, you're right.
Okay.
I think that 20% of MAGA that are real hardcore MAGA are always going to throw him off the bridge.
Yeah.
All right? The rest, no.
Yeah. I mean, do you know somebody that's MAGA?
Yeah.
Are they still MAGA?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Do you know somebody that's MAGA that ain't MAGA anymore? Nope.
I don't.
Nope.
I don't.
Nope. So it's a rarity.
Now, is Marge Taylor considered MAGA still?
Marjorie Taylor Greene is still MAGA in my opinion. Absolutely.
Well, let me ask you this then, and I don't know the answer. If someone were to ask her, are you still Republican? She would say yes. If someone were to say, but are you MAGA? What would she answer? In your opinion, I don't know the answer.
Well, MAGA is a blind loyalty to Donald Trump.
Right. So I don't think she's MAGA.
Given that, then she's not MAGA anymore. Okay. That doesn't mean that she's good.
Right. Doesn't mean she's done with Trump.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say no from that standpoint.
Okay. I just wondered because I think she's going to try to build a base on those people that are no longer
I
or
go
not
back to
MAGA.
with this group.
I don't want to say no longer. I'll just say not MAGA.
Well, it'll be
Her
interesting.
constituents,
But
I don't know
think
the
that's what she
numbers.
has to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
yeah.
If she's going to try to move on, she's got to get back to her constituents and say, listen, I'm not all that, because otherwise she's losing them.
Yeah.
And I think that's why some of them are going.
And these Epstein files go a long way with that.
But listen, that is one thing. Again, he can shoot somebody, he can kill somebody, and they're still loving him. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the mindset that we have to think
Yeah.
for the majority of these people that are MAGA. What is it? And this is probably the thing that could be considered worse than actually killing somebody. This would be that one thing, but I still don't see that many people turning because the hate that Trump has for certain people,
Yeah.
these people share that hate. And nothing, so far at least, that I've seen is more important to those people than the hatred that Trump shares for the people that they hate as well.
Right.
My
Exactly.
job, my country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
it. So they still hate brown people. You know,
Yeah.
they still think, people are DEI is
Yeah.
stealing their jobs, and
Yep,
you
yep.
know.
Not only their jobs, but my kids' jobs.
Yep, yep, yep.
And they showed that
Yeah.
guy with the shirt on and said, I don't care if he's a pedophile.
That's all right. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's a pedophile.
Or
Yeah.
Trump could grab my
But that's
pussy
gotta
too.
be.
You know what I mean?
thought that was AI
Yeah.
generated.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
It could be.
It could be.
It
That's-
could be. Okay.
It was just too much for me to
Okay.
comprehend that
Okay.
somebody could leave the house wearing that
No.
shirt.
Somebody, multiple people were that stupid. There's
Yeah,
no doubt in my
that's exactly
mind.
right. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
The
Maybe
people that
not.
saw that would
Yep,
say,
yep, yep,
hey,
yep. Oh, yeah.
I'm with them.
That's
Oh, yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know,
Yep.
but
I
look-
can't see somebody
look
printing
how
that and
far,
wearing that.
Look at how far
outside.
we've come, though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look at the way they run around in the pickup trucks and go after people.
Oh, yeah.
It just go nuts. It's the neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
That
Yep,
shit
yep,
was
yep,
crazy
yep,
as
yep,
hell.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
But the problem is, when you get to a point where you don't think it's too crazy, you got to start worrying.
Yep.
Because that's what happened to the
Yep.
damn
Yep.
Nazis did.
Yep.
You know, and next you know, Jews, communists were
Yep.
all the
Yep.
problem. and
Yep.
You turn
That-
around, the guy, your neighbor was taking your ass and putting you in the gas.
Those three guys that murdered Ahmaud Arbery
Yeah.
down in Georgia, they
Yeah.
just had their appeal denied, so they're they've still gotten life in prison, and it is considered a hate crime. So they wanted that hate crime
Trump did not pardon
thing
him,
released.
huh?
Trump, not yet.
Not
Anyway,
yet, yeah.
But my point is, think about those people. They just
Yeah.
saw a black dude jogging
Yeah.
down the street, and they decided
Yeah.
to execute
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And then they got local law enforcement to hide the
Yeah.
fact that they did
Yeah,
this
it's
until finally the
unbelievable.
video escaped and it
Yeah.
became, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it,
Oh, my goodness.
and it all came to light.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. So that's a level of hatred
Yeah.
that just,
Yeah.
that pedophilia just, I don't know, it can put a dent in that,
Yeah.
quite frankly.
I want to talk about something else because we're going to shift to sports a little bit. But there was an incident last weekend in a football game that just was mind blowing. It was the Texas A&M South Carolina game. Did you guys see the game?
Yeah.
First of all, hell of a game.
Yeah.
South Carolina, 27 up, 27-3, 31-3
Yeah.
or something,
Let
up
it
27
go.
points.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Texas A&M undefeated, number 3 in the nation.
Yep.
Right, about to lock up a playoff spot. Down 27 points, came back. It was the largest comeback in that division or that conference or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm saying all that to say there was one play when the Carolina scored a long touchdown,
Right, 80 yards.
80 yards.
Score.
The guy pulled a hamstring and he slowed himself down. He ran through the tunnel. A couple players came to check on him. And one of the state troopers, one of the cops working the game, walked up and just threw forearms
Yep.
and ran into these guys.
Yep.
And then he turned, and I don't know what was said, but
Right.
did you guys see this?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So give me your.
You know, you have those guys work those games. It's a great job for them to make extra money, and once you get in there, you're pretty solid.
That's a pretty good job, right?
Yeah.
Great job.
An extra job. I mean,
And that shows me a guy, excuse me, that is so wrapped up into that A&M win and word this and that he no longer was a police officer. He was that fan saying, "Screw you," you know. I'll make it. He acted out. Now that's the kind of guy you don't need working games like that because they're supposed to hold down the crowd.
A cop.
Yeah.
right?
Yep,
This
yep,
is
yep,
sworn.
yep,
And
He's got a gun. He's got
He lost
walking
it.
around with that kind of hate.
Yep.
Yeah, but again, he was such an Aggies fan. That's what he became.
Yeah.
He forgot that job even mattered.
Yeah.
That he couldn't have thought about it.
Yeah.
He started what he's there to stop or prevent. And he,
Right.
he went ahead
Crowd
and did that.
control.
Yeah, that's exactly. Understanding that
Oh, my
people
goodness.
got to get out of control, treat them
That was mind blowing. What did you
blew me
think?
away.
I would take it one step further, and I would say that if that was a white player that ran an 80-yard touchdown and pulled a hamstring, win that tunnel, and another white player went in and checked on him, and they were walking out, Cop would have never done that.
That's a good
to two white guys walking out that tunnel.
That's a good point.
So it is the definition, and this is the issue that I have with many of my, I don't know what they are, friends,
Yeah.
former friends, I don't know what they are, but they don't get the issue of white privilege, and that cop felt like he had the ability
And the
to
right.
treat somebody so poorly
Yeah, that's a great point.
for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
But it his pain, I don't know, pain as a fan, but coupled with
right.
his hatred of the fact that these black guys did this, and they, he's showing at my team, whatever the case may be. But it is a combination of that. That is the definition of white privilege. Can you imagine if it were two white guys and it was a black cop that hit these two white players? Are you kidding me? It just doesn't work that way.
You're right.
Well, I'm gonna give you another scenario that I thought about when the last time I saw anything like that where somebody just lost it was Woody Hayes.
Yeah.
When Clemson got that last first
Yeah.
down. and
Yeah.
he
Yep,
grabbed
yep,
that
yep.
kid by
Yep,
the
yep,
face,
yep,
man.
yep.
The forearm.
And that was just he couldn't accept
Yep,
the
yep,
fact
yep,
that
yep.
they were about to lose.
Yep,
And
yep.
This kid, I don't know if it was an interception or whatever. I don't
Yep.
remember the details, but
that's what I was
that
there.
cop lost
Art
it though.
Schleister
because
threw an
to your
interception.
point,
Right.
Absolutely.
Well,
he
I
was not a cop at that point.
At that
he
point,
was
he lost
a
it.
fan
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
He
a
was-
Texas A&M.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna get back.
and he lost his way,
Lost
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
which
He
is
lost
frightening.
It.
Yeah.
He lost it.
But Woody Hayes was mentally gone
Right.
at that point in time in his life. So it is
temper.
a very good comparison. The only difference, and quite frankly, it was a white linebacker that
Yeah.
made
Right.
the interception.
He's involved
Right.
in the
And
game.
Right.
yeah, exactly.
Woody had just
yeah,
lost his
yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Woody had.
I was getting
listen,
recruited by
oh,
him
yeah.
at the time.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm watching that happen. I went, holy God.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, listen, and think about it. Even the announcers, I don't know if you guys
yeah.
remember this,
Yeah.
but this was Eric Parsegian and somebody
Yeah.
else doing that game. They got caught laughing
Yeah.
about what Woody did on a hot mic
Right.
before they realized they were on screen.
Yeah.
But they were laughing about it
Great
before they
detail
said
there.
anything. And so Ohio State obviously fired Woody right after
Yep.
that.
I wonder
that
what Bobby
came to
Knight
light.
was doing watching that.
Yep. Bobby Knight, same way, quite frankly.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Jack,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. So, I just wanted your take on that because that was one of those-
They're asking for the guy to be, I guess, a suspension.
Well, so
He should
to
never
Jay's
work
point,
that job again.
he lost that job
He lost the job,
as a.
or is he done for the season?
He's done for the.
That's what I
That's a good
asked.
point.
Yeah.
He's done for
That's
the
what
season.
I
I don't know.
asked.
I don't have the
He
details.
should never
Okay.
be able to
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
in
They
that
said
game.
he has been relieved of his duties,
Right.
and I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
This
Right.
year, permanently, I don't know what that means. And in fact, LeBron James made a comment
Yeah.
that wasn't enough. That he
Yeah.
should be suspended
Yeah.
as a cop.
Yep.
And that's one thing I love about LeBron.
Yep.
He's not afraid of putting his brand out there. Like most athletes protect their brand and they
Yeah.
stay away from
Right.
the controversy.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic. I can get on that.
Yeah.
I love LeBron. But anyway, then there was a Texas, I guess, an ex-athlete
Yep. Ex-former
told
football
him,
player.
LeBron, shut up,
Yeah.
stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Former football player.
Yep. So let's be clear. The cop is a cracker, racist piece of shit.
Right.
The Texas former football player, which I assume is an A&M former football player, is a cracker, racist piece of shit. His parents did a poor job raising him. You are just less than a human being if you don't see how terrible it is to mistreat another human being like that, much less a kid. You know what I mean? You are an adult leader, law enforcement official, gun carrying, probably. I don't know if the dude had a gun or not.
Right.
All right.
Oh,
But
yeah,
this is it. And you listen. when things, imagine the whole argument that when something happens that's bad, that most kids in America are told by their parents, if you're in trouble, go get a
Right.
police
That's
officer,
right.
find somebody that can help you. That's the last person that a black person wants to go when they, in many instances,
Right.
where they need help. And I don't want to put down the entire police community
Right,
because
right,
obviously that's not what I'm trying to say here. But there are so many instances of this that and we all know the talk, right? If you ever get stopped by a cop,
Yeah.
you turn off your music and you turn on, it used to be turn on Rush
You got the
Limbaugh.
talk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Put
right.
whatever it is on the radio, but you do not. You roll down your window, turn on your lights, ask permission to move your hands to whatever it is it's going to do.
Yeah.
Anything along those lines, but do not give that dude any opportunity to make an assumption that you're trying to do something
Not make him uncomfortable.
because they just don't view a black life the same as they view
Well, it's just
any
like
other
you said
life.
about that football player is he would have to be blind to why call out LeBron James on that? Why not just shut the hell up?
Yeah.
And go, you know what?
Yeah.
That guy's wrong or whatever. Jeez.
Right.
You know, and just let it go.
Yeah.
But to defend it is where you're going, wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't even see the issue.
Yeah. So that's my concern with regard to this MAGA overhaul because, man, this is America.
Right.
Trump won this election fair and square. He got the majority of the votes this time. He won the popular vote. The fact that fool could be anywhere near winning the presidency tells me all that I need to know about
America.
America,
And
quite
where
frankly.
we're at.
So that mindset is a significant piece of what America is. 50%, maybe more, maybe slightly less, somewhere in that vicinity, though. That is a huge slice of what America is.
Do you know, does it still shock you to finally almost figure that out and see it? Because I thought we were past a lot of that. I never really thought that it was that bad.
Hey.
And now I look at it and go, it's pathetic.
Hey,
Well, listen, Trump's significant in the history of this country, and he really pulled the sheet back on a lot of truths, a lot of hard truths that we were aware of, but a lot of whites were not aware of, right?
Yeah.
So listen, I don't know how history's going to write this story. I hope it includes a lot of detail. But there are just a million stories and a million little bit of examples
absolutely.
that we could point to of where we said, I told you so.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's almost like beating a dead horse
Yep.
over and over again.
Yep.
But they're doing it for us.
Yeah.
Told you so.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So anyway, I thought that was interesting.
Yep.
All right, listen. We got to get to some hot news.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah. Good news.
Good news. Just announced today that our guy Shedeur, here comes Nico.
Hey, Nico.
Our guy Shedeur Sanders is going to start this Sunday for the Cleveland Browns. Come here, Nico. You want to come up? No? Okay. So when this airs, the game I think will have played already. The Browns are playing the Oakland Raiders
Right.
Sunday in Oakland.
Las Vegas.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
It's in Oakland.
Yep.
That's where it should be.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick recap. So Shedeur came in last week for Gabriel
Right.
because Gabriel got hurt.
Right.
I did not know that the guy had not taken any first team reps.
Yep.
How can you not let your number two at least take a half dozen snaps whenever you practice to get some kind of timing with the line? Like a lot of linemen says, we didn't recognize his cadence.
Yeah. Yep.
Obviously, the receivers, they had no timing.
Yep.
You can't anticipate, well, you can almost anticipate injuries.
Yeah.
But your number two
Yep.
has got to get some familiarity with the first team. reps.
Absolutely.
So, shame on the Browns for that.
Yep.
So he'll go through a week of practice this week. Come out Sunday. Listen, that game's gonna be watched by a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That doggone Shedeur Sanders debate has been raging since preseason.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
We said you
Here
were
we
waiting.
are.
You're
We've
waiting.
been waiting.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? What are your predictions?
You know what? The thing is, it's probably a good week to go against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Max Crosby, someone's got to block him now, because that guy's a madman coming for him, and they're going to put pressure on Sanders. I believe that, but I think this is a game that, again, you get some snaps with the offensive line and some timing. It's just like the timing with handoffs and everything. When you're with another group of guys that say backup or run a scout team, it shocked me, but again, I don't know where the Browns are with what they're doing. That he had not worked with the first group we're doing, and then where was he on the depth chart if Gabriel got hurt?
Yeah.
Who was going in the game? Well, if it's him, my God, I hope you had him ready.
Yep.
So apparently they didn't, which again doesn't surprise me with the Browns right now. But I think the kid can have a real solid game. The thing is going to be, how much are they going to turn it loose? You know, they've got to try to get a ball, or they can be conservative with him. Because if they're doing the same stuff, I look for the same results. All right. If you're going to just boot out, throw the tight ends like they did with Gabriel, things like, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot.
Well, let me say this, and I'm going to turn it over to Phil. I think they have nothing to lose. What are they,
Absolutely
2-7, 2-8? Right?
You're going
We're
nowhere.
running out of season. We're not making the playoffs. You got
Going
these
nowhere.
kids on our roster. They are projected to have a high draft pick. I don't know what the quarterback market is out of college coming up next year. But I say go for it. Let's see what the kids got. What do you say?
My question would be, why did they boot Gabriel?
Well, Gabriel was in concussion
Did you see?
protocol.
No. Why did they
Boot out.
run him on
Oh,
bootlegs?
boot. I thought you meant boot.
Yeah,
like
you're not
Small
about the game.
kids,
Yeah.
small kids
Yeah,
over the line.
yeah.
And get it out in space.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, my thought was,
Why did they? I
Yeah.
know why they did. Are you saying that?
I'm saying that's a piece of it.
Yeah.
But that can't be all of it, because you just can't. If he's too small and can't see over the line, he ain't your guy.
Right.
He ain't your guy.
Right.
So I thought a part of it, a significant part, was their line's too bad.
Yeah.
And so they got to move him
Right.
in order to be able to at least be able to move the line to block one side of the
Right.
field, as opposed to putting him in a pocket where he's sort of
gonna be
trapped.
killed, yeah.
Okay. So that was their effect. He needed time to be able to jet out, complete a short pass. That's what their offensive line, their offensive skill set had him have the ability to do. If that's the case, isn't that true for Shedeur also? Because they dropped Shedeur straight back into the pocket with a line that isn't a good offensive line, and he is pretty much just a sitting duck. So they're running an offense with Shedeur that not only had Shedeur not run, but the rest of the team hadn't run either. It didn't make any sense at all for him to be able to.
That's why I'm saying I think you see, to me, that would make sense. They're going to boot him out, just like they did Gabriel, because that's all they've got.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they sit back there. They're predictable as hell to run. They're predictable what they're going to do, and they just turn it loose on you.
Yeah.
And Max Crosby will have a field day.
Yeah.
I would chip him all the time, and I'd roll Shedeur out, give him a chance
Yeah.
to throw the ball or run, whatever he can do. Because right now, I think the team is that bad.
Well, part of developing timing is developing a clock.
Yeah.
An internal clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you know 1001, 1002,
Right.
Judy's going to break his break on this curl, and you let it go,
Yep.
like that's very important.
Yep.
I saw some film today where they analyzed the final drive. Did you see that? They showed the last 8 plays.
Yep.
And Shedeur has good footwork, but a couple throws were just late.
Yeah.
And one was in particular, Judy was doing a deep dig.
Yep.
And he should have thrown it before he actually completed the turn.
But he
it
couldn't.
was a timing thing.
Right.
He had to work with
Yep.
them and-
Exactly right.
I think he's going to do okay with the week of practice. I really do. I think just he has better quarterback instincts than Gabriel, and I think he has more ability than Gabriel. I think that it's very important, man, and I used to wonder why people who missed practice early in the week and then they got better on Friday or Saturday still couldn't play.
Yeah.
That's because they missed walkthrough. And timing is everything in football. Quarterbacks throw to an area. They don't throw to a person.
Yeah.
In 2.5
You
seconds,
got to get rid of the ball.
yeah, you got to be there. And so if you get beat if you lose on a jam,
Yep.
which costs you a second and a half,
Yep.
that the quarterback's throwing where you're
Ruined.
supposed to be. And it's your job to get there. And I don't want to get over technical with it. But my point with Shedeur is if he can get a few games under his belt, develop his time, and get that internal
the
clock
key.
work, I think it's going to be okay.
That's the
He
key.
throws a good ball.
Yeah, and that's the key, what you said, though, of holding the ball a little longer, because
Yeah.
he may be going, I want to make sure this guy's
Yeah,
open.
yeah,
When the guy's
yeah.
saying it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to learn to throw it away. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm totally with you. I'd cut it loose. I'd throw the ball deep. I'd throw screen, whatever. Because what do you got to lose?
You have
you
nothing
got
to
to
lose.
find some things out. But my fear is we're going to see a lot of what we saw.
You think?
Yeah, booting out, handing the ball because it's safe and that's what they can do. And hopefully the defense keeps it in them.
That was the other thing. They threw some balls downfield with
Yes.
Shedeur.
With Shedeur.
So why wouldn't Gabriel be able to throw the ball downfield
He just
also?
didn't have the ability.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't have the ability to do that. So the question is, what if Shedeur does better than Gabriel?
Yeah.
What does that say about the Browns' brain trust? What does that say about Stefanski?
Nothing that hasn't
Fired.
already been said.
It
to be
can.
honest.
Stefanski, if I would think it would be the worst thing in the world for Shedeur to play well, because Stefanski just had him sitting in
Yeah.
nowhere
You see?
Yeah.
for all this time,
Yeah.
not developing a guy
Right.
Yeah.
that does have better quarterback instincts,
Yeah.
does throw a better ball, is clearly a better pro prospect than Dylan Gabriel is.
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel just cannot play at this level. He's just not big enough. His arm is not strong enough, especially in Cleveland, where
Right.
it's cold and windy. He can't play in this
He
organization.
can be that guy that can be that career backup quarterback.
Yeah.
They come up, give you solid play and do things, and that's just me looking at from what I've
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
He does not have the arm skill, the talent to do that all the time, evade the credit. I know he's a rookie. Don't get me wrong, but I look at that rookie and go, how is that my franchise quarterback?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
So I don't have
I'm
this.
not a Browns guy,
Yeah.
but I don't see it.
Yeah, so I'm just getting here. So I don't have the Stefanski history. 2-time coach of the year, I've heard it. I don't see anything.
His best work was as a coordinator at Minnesota.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
was outstanding.
Okay. So was who's the dude who won the Super Bowl with the Ravens? Billick? Brian Billick?
Yeah.
Same
Billick.
thing. And Billick is just an ass, right?
Yeah.
We all know that, right?
But I remember a couple of years ago when we had the guy Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And Watson's the offense couldn't have been more vanilla, right? And we were looking for this explosion and this,
Yep.
this athletic quarterback, and it was just until he blew his Achilles. In comes 38 years old that
Flacco?
Flacco at the time.
Right.
I didn't know Judy was that good. I didn't know our tight end.
Yeah.
We had another wide receiver.
Yep.
This guy was throwing downfield 15, 18, 20 yards. The
Yep.
offense was moving. We were putting up 28 points a game.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
I never knew we had that on our roster, but it took a quarterback with the ability to throw downfield
Yep.
at 38 years of age. And so I'm not predicting that so much with Shedeur.
Right.
But I will say you will see more balls downfield.
Because
you
you
know,
can't-
when you have a very vanilla short pass, that is so easy to defend.
Yeah.
You got linebackers who can drop off into a
Man,
zone
Yep.
they're-
and defend that. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Sprint out and cross.
Yeah.
Sprint out and
Yeah.
cross. Sprint. I'm
But
telling you.
I believe in putting stress on a defense.
You're right, and
They can
were
play
not.
tight because they know he's going to let it go and let it go short.
Right,
So-
exactly.
yeah, so they can
bring
jump
your,
routes.
They're-
Absolutely.
Safety's up in the box.
Yeah,
Why do
yeah.
you think we can't run the ball? Because shit, they know
You
we're
got too
going to
many people
run
there,
it.
right.
Yeah.
You got people in
Everybody
the-
knows,
in
and
the-
they
in the
know
box.
passing wise. All right, after a while, these develop so easily. After you can sit on film and go punch it in. 80% of the time out of this formation, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm betting 80-20 rule.
Yep.
80%, that's what I want to try to stop.
Yep.
Fool me with that 20.
Yeah.
And then when we
Yep.
try, you throw it down the field,
Yep.
it's not complete or whatever
Yep.
else happens.
Yep.
Or it's a sack.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
it's
So
just way too.
go ahead.
Well, I don't know that we ever said that Shedeur really sucked in the game. So let's be clear about that. He did not play well.
He gets a mulligan though. You talking about last week?
I think he does get a mulligan.
Yeah, he gets a mulligan though.
Plus, you come in under those circumstances.
Absolutely.
Believe me, the
No.
pressure to make something happen is
Right.
insane.
And-
Right.
So I can't just come
No.
in here
No.
and throw the ball away on
Right,
third down
right,
to
right.
prevent a
Right,
sack. I
right.
got to make something happen.
Exactly right.
Okay,
Right.
that pick is something that I don't think he would have normally thrown under circumstances
If he'd been
where he
playing-
felt like he was comfortably in the position
Yes.
that he was in.
Right.
He's trying to win a
Right.
job, and you can't do it
Right.
throwing the ball away on third down when there's
Correct.
nothing there. So he didn't play well. He's got to play better. I believe he will play better this week. I have no idea how good he really is,
Yeah.
quite frankly, but I can't fathom that he isn't light years better than Dylan
Well,
Gabriel.
here's the good news. The bar is so low.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cleveland.
You get. Yeah. Listen.
Right? The bar is so low.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
great point.
He's got to be a little better than mediocre.
Yeah, right.
And we're like,
Average.
let's
Yep.
go with him.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Right? Because
So
we've
defense
seen
will
Yep,
keep
yep.
us in it.
mediocre
Yep, yep,
football,
yep, yep.
particularly from the quarterback position
Yep,
for
yep,
so long.
Yep. Yep.
So that's the good news.
Okay. But if he's better, and this is the key, you blew a 3rd-round draft pick.
Yeah.
On the fact that you were able to get a good quarterback in the 5th round, now you get kudos for that.
Wait,
but
wait a minute. On top of the worst free agent signing maybe in the history of football, Watson is
Yes.
still on your.
Yes.
What does
That's
that say
right.
about your organization?
Yep. Yep.
That's what
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
only Cleveland. I didn't mean it. Go ahead.
No. You. My point's made. My point's made
Yeah.
with regard to that.
Yeah.
So.
It brings to light that they blew a 3rd-round pick.
Yep.
And in the
Yeah.
NFL, 3rd round is valuable.
Oh, hell.
You get starting
Extremely
linebackers.
valuable.
Oh, my
you
God.
get starting
Yes.
tackles.
Oh, listen.
You get starting
Yes.
tight ends.
Hey.
You get starting
Hey.
safeties.
Yeah,
3rd round is a
It's
starting.
big.
Yeah.
Pickett, they traded for a 5th or a 6th, I think.
Right, right.
And Flacco, they traded for a 6th.
Right.
And
right,
so,
right.
So you're going to get Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round? Do you know how much talent you can get?
And the thing I'm looking at with that
An
pick is
offensive tackle?
Right.
You know what I mean?
what shocked me. There you go. I looked at that draft when they grabbed him at the 3rd round. I'm going, what was
the
that?
fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
What was
Yep.
that? Because
Yep.
you're right. Defense, offensive line. I don't care. I'm grabbing another one.
Right.
That's
Somebody
what
that can start.
That's what you see the Pittsburgh Steelers, the
Yep.
Ravens, all of them do. They'll grab Joe
Yep.
Smith out of
Yep. Yep.
Toledo or whatever.
That's
You go,
right.
oh,
Yep. Yep.
that's a pretty good
Yep.
guy.
Yep.
Pretty
Yep.
good lineman.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
develop it.
Yep.
You
Yep.
don't grab a quarterback there that you
Yep.
think may have
Yeah.
potential to be a back,
Yeah.
but it's not rated very high.
Yeah.
To me, that was just
And you
you
did that
can't-
with Cody Kessler when
yes, that's right.
Hugh
20
Hugh Jackson was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And you cannot get enough of these guys. And
Oh, my God.
And so so you know literally what were we 2-8? So get your tackle, be 2-8 with
Right.
weak quarterback play, whether it's Pickett,
Develop a running
Flacco,
game, yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then when your quarterback option presents itself, go get it. This
Right.
kid in Indiana, I love that. I'm telling the kid reminds me of Bernie, quite frankly.
You like him?
I love that guy. I love that kid.
Yeah.
And so I would love for him to be a Cleveland Brown. I think the Browns right
What's
now,
his size? You know, I'm
he's like 6'4", 6'5",
Okay.
I think.
I'm
He's
done
not a little
with
kid.
this.
Down with it.
He's not a little kid.
I'm done with these
Not a little
5'11",
kid, yeah.
6-foot
Yeah.
quarterbacks. Give me
Well,
a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was another thing, though. We knew that when they came out, Gabriel said he didn't want to play the cold weather.
Yep.
He didn't have the big hands.
Yep.
What were you looking at?
Yeah.
And at the 3rd pick, in the
Oh,
3rd
man.
round?
Yeah.
Man, like you said, grab
Yep.
that other offensive tackle.
Yep.
Grab that. Look at the defensive line with the Browns, and they're rotating these guys in. And you go,
Oh,
man, there's a free agent. He's just a
Listen.
great player. You're finding those. All right, that's where you're finding your offensive
God,
line.
look at Myles Garrett on this team, man.
Yeah.
Look at, I'm amazed that he's playing with the fury that
Yeah.
he's playing with.
Yeah.
Because
Right. He's already got his contract, too.
yeah.
He's not
Yep.
playing
Yep.
for a contract.
Oh, my
He's already
goodness.
got
Yep.
his
Got
contract.
money.
Yep. So,
Everybody get pissed off.
yep.
Got to take my hat off to Myles
Yeah.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, though. I thought about this. Ohio State, #1 team in the nation.
Yeah.
This quarterback, Saying.
Saying.
Uh-huh.
Is this fool's gold? Is
No.
he as good as?
I don't think so. To be honest with you, I think again a lot of guys flourish in good systems
Yeah, he did. He cut one loose.
and plays well in good
Yep.
systems. I think he shows the moxie, man, and the whereabouts and the confidence that he carries out fakes, throws balls. He does some damn good
Yep.
things.
Yep.
I think he's legit, and he was ranked legit.
You like
But you just
Sayre?
didn't hear about. I think
You like him for Ohio State, or you like him in the pros?
at Ohio State, right now, Ohio State, I don't say anybody at pros trying to really get
Okay.
looking at him.
What do you
But
think, Phil?
Where's Ohio State?
I don't like him for the pros. I think he is an excellent limo driver, but he can't drive a Volkswagen.
There you go.
And so
I like that.
and so Ohio State.
'Cause what a team!
There's just
what
no
about
pressure.
around him?
Yeah, exactly. So he's got all this skill. He doesn't, and now he's playing exceptionally
Playing
well.
well. Right.
So
He's playing
I'm
well.
not, I'm not taking anything away from
exactly
him.
right.
But I'll tell you, and I've always told you this back in the day. I loved Paul McDonald as a quarterback. Paul McDonald.
Oh, you
Never got a shot with the Browns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he never got his shot.
Did he play with Bernie? Backup Bernie?
He
Somewhere around that
Gary
era.
Danielson was the one that got
Yeah,
hurt when
yeah.
Bernie came in.
Right,
Paul
right,
McDonald
right.
was right
Paul was
around
right
that time.
there.
He was around that time.
Yeah.
But Paul McDonald could play. He could
like
throw
Paul
the ball.
McDonald.
He could throw darts. He could
Yeah.
put the ball where it needed to be.
Yeah.
So in left-handed, he's a better Dylan Gabriel, quite frankly,
Yeah.
Oh.
to me, a better prospect.
He was
than-
a real quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think Dylan Gabriel was a quarterback.
But Sand, I think, is very talented throwing a college ball in a college system. He's just a little guy. Remember that guard that Ohio State had years ago that
Top
used to play
10.
with? He played with Kelvin Ramsey, little white guy.
Oh, yeah,
but could
yeah,
shoot
yeah.
the lights
Shoot
out.
the lights out.
I can't remember what his name was.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, he
all right.
scoring.
The dude was just awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, come
Okay.
on.
Couldn't play pro, just like Jimmy Fredette. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Jimmy
exactly
Fredette
right.
shoot the lights out.
Yeah. Right.
But he was that level of player. He could not take it to the next
Exactly.
level.
So this is the last we'll see
so-
of Saying.
so-
is what
Well,
you're saying.
no, this is but this
Saying's only
I mean, after
sophomore,
Ohio
yeah.
State's.
yeah. I don't. Yeah.
I'm with you though, Phil. That's why I said that about pro because that's a totally different thing.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
But as a college quarterback at Ohio State, he's doing everything he
Yeah,
needs
yeah,
to
yeah.
do.
Now-
So I think that's
yeah.
solid. But going on, no,
Yeah.
I'm like the
Yeah.
pros,
Yeah.
totally different thing.
Now, if you're timing, if he has the timing, like Kenny Stabler did not have a strong arm, but Kenny Stabler was an exceptional quarterback. So I'm not saying doesn't have it, but he doesn't have the physical tools that you would want to see in a quarterback.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if they're going to beat Michigan.
You shouldn't care.
I do care. I
shouldn't
love
care.
Ohio State.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do. You want them to beat Michigan, you want them to win the national
Well, I
championship.
want to win the national championship. But what I'm saying is, number one team in the nation, pulverizing, people running just
Right.
running
Yep.
roughshod through the
Yep.
Big Ten. And still, I have some reservations about saying, and I think there is something about Michigan that just makes your ass pucker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That
And
big
it,
time
and, it,
game.
and it starts with the coach,
Uh-huh.
who is what, 0-4 now?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Right?
Yep.
And so I think that permeates throughout the locker room. And I hope they should beat Michigan. They've lost a couple times when they should have beaten Michigan. Michigan probably had the best team, maybe once out of these three
Yeah,
games.
right, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
But I don't know. Talk to me after the Michigan game about saying.
I think
That's what I'm saying.
what'll help is they got that defense coordinator from New England. I'll tell you that defense is dynamite.
Unbelievable. What a
Yep,
pickup.
yep,
yep.
How long do we have him, though? A year or two?
Yeah. But
He's too good.
just a year.
He's too good, Phil.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it is they can run the ball.
Yeah.
They can run the ball, which makes it easier on your quarterback. When you can run the ball and you've got great receivers, he doesn't have to kill you. All right, that's why I'm saying I like him at Ohio State.
Yeah.
I like the way he's doing all those solid things.
Yeah.
Ohio State is.
Yeah.
But as far as outside of there, I'm not sure.
They got to get a 2 or 3 touchdown lead on Michigan.
The other
before
thing-
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, but Michigan's their quarterback isn't good
No.
this year.
Yeah.
Now maybe he's I
But
know
it's
he's a freshman. He's
It's
a
like the Ryder Cup, though, when Sergio just plays out of his mind
Yeah.
because he's playing against the U.S. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Michigan, it's like their whole year
Yeah.
is prepping for Ohio State,
yeah,
and they let it all go.
It'll be an equalizer there.
And they're
but-
always playing with house money. It's like we're the
Underdog.
they're the underdogs.
Yeah.
They got nothing
Yeah.
to lose,
Yeah.
and that's how they play. And we play so tight.
yeah, but
See, I don't worry about that because I'm a hurricane.
yeah,
So,
but I like what you said about
Everything to me.
Ohio State's defense is otherworldly this year. They've
That
always
guy
they've had good
from New
defenses,
yeah.
but
Goodness.
they would always be able to be exploited
Yeah, it's
by a team that either had some team speed, like a little scat back or something like that. Those guys would run Ohio State ragged, and they never had that type of quickness on defense that could handle something like that.
Yeah.
They've got this defense now. These two linebackers are like nothing I've ever seen
You know,
before.
Yeah.
We have come up through the Katzenmoyers
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
defensive
The big
end that the Washington Commanders
Young,
drafted.
Chase Young.
Chase Young.
Uh-huh.
There are always otherworldly players on defense.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the best defense I've ever seen Ohio State have.
Yep.
Not only talent-wise, but
Yep.
schematically.
Right.
And they have a ton of outstanding players. They don't have one guy
That's the thing.
that is like the best in the world.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that safety,
well,
I love that safety number 2.
He's a
What's his
stud.
name?
What he comes down, thumps people.
Oh my goodness! And he's a good safety. He's not
Yeah.
like just a Jack Tatum just hits you.
Yeah.
He's a good cover, and he's like the quarterback back there.
And I don't know if you can name any defensive lineman for him right now, but
Right, I can't name one lineman. They are outstanding.
Matt Patricia.
Matt Patricia. This could be the best all-state defense I've ever seen.
Yeah, you know, the thing about it, collectively, as a defense, I look at it and go, that's pretty damn good. You know, I'm not looking at superstars.
Somebody just
I'm
scored a
looking at
touchdown
people
on him for the
playing.
first time this year, like last week.
Yeah.
I mean, not scored a touchdown in the first half or something.
Yeah.
And
They're still number one in the red zone in the
Yeah, I just think that they're really solid all the way around.
Oh.
And I think that's not.
So that helps say it.
Yeah,
right, that's what I'm saying.
That
I don't
No,
think-
it does. It does.
Right, I don't
I'm
think
not
he's
talking
just
about.
thinking-
Yeah, I'm again. I know Ohio State, Michigan. Listen, I'm sure it will become a big deal to me at some point in time.
Well, listen.
Listen.
Oh, it's not a
All
big
right.
deal now. It will become a big deal.
Okay, yeah.
Last year, the Howard kid, who I love.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Will Howard.
Will
Big
Howard.
6'4" guy. I love big quarterbacks.
Yep.
How bad was he against Michigan? He was uncharacteristically bad.
Yep.
And I don't know if these were poor play calls or what. He was terrible. Their offense was terrible. They were tight.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
their thing. They've got this thing in their head. I don't know.
I think that's true.
I don't know that that
Absolutely.
team carries any of that baggage with them this year. They are just so fresh and new.
We're
And
going
they
to see.
won.
And
And they
you know what I
won.
mean?
I
They
hope
won
that's
it
the
all.
case.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case. If it's close, I'm going to be very concerned.
Well, I want to see how good this Indiana team is. I mean,
Well, they could meet in the Big
That's
Ten
what I'm
championship.
saying.
I remember
Yep.
Googling that. I said, damn, they're not on their schedule this year.
Excuse me.
But you
Yep.
got to have a Big Ten
Yep.
champion.
Listen.
Could they meet in the, absolutely could meet in the Big Ten championship. What a
yeah,
game that would
absolutely.
be. What a game
I
that
want
would
to see
be.
it. Yeah, I want to
And
see
it could be a precursor to the national
Right.
championship.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And the loser would still be in the playoffs,
yeah,
obviously.
exactly.
Oh, the loser may still have a bye.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
boy, do I want to see Old State, Indiana.
Hey, listen, that Indiana quarterback, that's the guy. I'm telling
That's
you.
just your
That-
guy, right?
That's the dude. Now, again, he had the great comeback against who they played where he threw that last second touchdown pass.
Penn State.
Penn State. That's
Yeah.
right.
Last
man.
week.
First time
Oh,
beating them
what?
up there.
Yeah.
And his little
Listen,
brother is his backup.
Is that
You know?
right?
Yeah, to help recruit
The
him.
dude
he
is
helped recruit him to Indiana.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
So,
good story.
Yeah. So Indiana, again, when teams haven't faced each other, it's hard to
Yeah.
know how they'll play against each other.
Right.
But Indiana has the type of team that would be the most difficult matchup for an Ohio State.
That would be their Super Bowl.
And they looked like last year they had it all. They got their ass beaten. That coach is a nut.
I love their coach. I love their coach.
Yep.
He's that.
I didn't know he had personality like
No,
that.
yeah.
he's very
I like-
cocky.
yeah.
Cocky.
I'm
too.
big
You know
on
what?
He's a-
See, I thought just the opposite. I thought the money. He got the money now.
Oh yeah.
And he just
that.
loves his team. And he
Yes,
just, yeah.
but he-
yeah.
but
Have you
he's
heard
not-
him interview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is-
He's
He
it's
is
football.
something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
He is the opposite
Yeah.
of Stefanski.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Where he
that's-
says nothing.
Right.
This dude gives you
Right.
data.
Right.
But he ain't like a who's the dude with the Jets that is now a broadcaster.
The son of
Fat guy.
Yeah.
the son of
Oh,
the defensive
I know,
core
wait,
from the
he-
Bears.
yeah.
Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I can't stand Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
Well,
Rex Ryan is such a
all click.
he's
but
just
you, like I said, though, you see this cat. He is to me cocky.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't care.
I like-
He
yeah,
didn't
I
care
like-
what he
yeah,
says.
yeah.
And he says, "Hey,
Listen.
we're going to do that.
Hey, listen.
We're gonna
He's
do
got
that."
some swag.
Oh yeah,
he does.
absolutely.
When I saw him get interviewed, I fell in love with him.
Yep.
I said, yeah.
But humble beginnings, man. You were the head coach of Indiana.
Yeah, right.
You know you ain't got no swag to start with. You know what I mean?
Right.
See, that's
right.
what he brought.
Earn your crap.
That's what he brought. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Indiana didn't
Yeah.
have that.
Oh, they
Even when
were
they-
never
Right,
any good.
Indiana did not have
Exactly.
that.
Now
Yeah.
he's bringing that going, hey, listen,
Oh.
man. You know, we ain't just basketball. Forget that
Yep,
shit.
yep.
I'm flipping through channels.
Yeah.
There's a few school Indiana. Boop.
Yeah,
Let me see
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Let me see what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I mean,
But I ain't gonna go there with. Well, I will go there a little bit. But the state of Indiana is just a state that I don't want to be winning anything, quite frankly. Not that Ohio is, Ohio ain't.
Yeah,
Ohio ain't California.
It's ruby
You know what I
red.
mean?
What are you
Ohio's
talking
as red as, but Indiana, man. I was watching something on TV where Eric Dickerson was getting interviewed, and he was
Yeah.
talking about his time playing for the Colts, and they had in his own stadium they had put up a banner before a game with like him chasing a watermelon or something like
Oh,
that. That banner stayed up in the stadium for like a half of a game. I can't remember what it was. It was like a watermelon on one end, fried chicken on the other end, and Eric Dickerson in the middle. It was just horribly. This is in the NFL. He said, and he was saying, because and this is Irsay, I guess the dad that had put this up.
Old man Irsay.
Yeah, old man Irsay. So, and Dickerson said the dude was just a horrible human being. He hated Irsay to death.
Yeah.
And so, but that was what Indiana. Listen, Indiana.
Yeah.
I went to watch my son play Notre Dame when they playing soccer.
Yeah.
And man, that town is something else, man. I'm telling
Indiana.
you. Oh yeah. So
Notre Dame, that's why I feel. I love you, Frank.
Is that why the Jacksons left?
Hey, Gary, Indiana. I'm guessing was a little bit different, but
Yes, Gary was big time.
All right, so I want to talk about a little bit of sports, a little bit of local sports that's going on. And this, again, we'll have to, I guess, talk about it in a predictive format because of when this will air. But big game coming up, and I didn't want to not talk about it. Hoban and Wash.
Yep.
Couple local schools, high schools. And before we, I'm going to let you kind of drive on this, Jay, but I got to give shout out to my boy, James Brewer.
Yeah.
James Brewer. Highly recruited.
Defensive back.
All-American cornerback.
Yep.
He's already committed to Ohio U.
Yeah.
What's Wash's record? Have he lost maybe one game, one or two?
They lost to Hoban.
Hoban.
They lost to Hoban.
So this is the rematch, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
they're playing this.
Yes, this Friday.
Regional championship, I think is what it is, isn't it?
For Chanel Stadium, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. And man, it's a classic matchup again. It's going to be Hoban trying to instill their will physically on that offensive line and trying to bash down Walsh, keep their offense off the field, score, and keep it close that way. And Walsh is going to run the ball here and there, but they like to put it up and move
Wash
it around.
is they like to throw it?
Yeah, they like to throw it more. You got the quarterback, his name escapes me, but he's throwing for over 1,200 yards. You got the receiver in Paris, who's going to the U.
Uh-huh. Yep.
On the outside, 6'4", 6'5" receiver. They've got a running back that can run
You
out
telling me
of the
about
ball.
this tackle.
I know. From Hoban. Big Sam Greer. That's going to, he's been offered for a while now. 6'8", 300 pounds.
6'8", 300 in high school.
And plays basketball, and his footwork and everything, watching him play is excellent for an offensive lineman.
Really?
Now he's going to.
He's senior?
Yeah. And I don't think he's going to play basketball this year because I think he's going to get ready early at Ohio State. But it doesn't end with him.
Tell me his name again.
Sam Greer.
Sam Greer.
Yeah, man. You're
coming to Ohio State.
Yep. And you're going to hear another one. Feaster, who's a junior linebacker that's committed to Ohio State. This Feaster kid, man, he's put together his rush for close to 1,000 yards, and they try not to play him on offense too much. He's leading tackler. He's All-American linebacker. He's a beast. His little brother plays next to him, who's a sophomore. You got the guy, Hill, one of them, that's going to USC on the defensive line.
Wow.
You got a defensive back or another player that's committed to Colorado State. I mean, they've got Division I players all over the field. The size of Hoban up front offensively is kind of the key, and they'll get after you defensively.
Yeah.
So with their
Are you
players they have.
favoring Hoban a little bit in this matchup?
I don't.
This rematch?
Well, I got to be able to admit this, that I really don't like either of them. Because, I'm a city guy, and I also coached at AV, which I'm not a fan of anybody's. But I'm actually looking at Walsh and saying, you know what? It might be their time in this one because they can make things happen. They can adjust after that game. I just thought Hoban physically, and Phil, you were at that game, was just too dominant. Up front where they wore him down. They wore him down after a while, and they cut him off. The quarterback didn't have enough time. They didn't have enough time to run the ball. I think schematically they'll change it. The Walsh coaches do a very good job, and they've got the talent. They've got bigger up front, which was huge for them because they were very athletic and could score, but Hoban would just wear them down. And now they've gotten bigger.
So
but,
1913.
1930 was the last
That's
quarter.
a good. I mean, that's
But-
a grind them out type
Well,
game.
I look at Hoban doing that again. They don't have the quarterback that throws the ball down the field extremely well, but they run the hell out of the ball. And they got big backs.
Yeah.
They got backs that can rotate in. Quarterbacks
Just
can run the
keep
ball.
boom, boom, boom.
Yes, I think that's it.
What'd you think, Phil? You saw the game.
You know, it's funny. I got the sense during the game that Walsh was in control and was the better team.
Really?
And Hoban, but they never put Hoban away.
Right.
And Hoban kept at him and ultimately ended up winning that game.
Did Walsh have a lead early?
Oh yeah, they were leading, I want to say, for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it was as good a high school football game, I want to say, as I've ever seen. Now, it wasn't high scoring or anything like that,
No.
but it was excellent football.
Yeah.
Punting, running, passing,
Tackling.
the whole thing in terms of the way that they executed.
Wow.
They played a wonderful football game on both sides of the ball, both teams. And so it was a very close football game. And I would say that the team that lost, which was Walsh, probably has the advantage just because it's hard to beat a team two times in a row. You know what I mean? Just the other one has the psychological edge, and it would be hard for Hoban to do that again. And I think Walsh was rated number one at the time that Hoban beat them earlier in the season. I don't know what the ratings are now.
Right.
Obviously, both of them are,
It doesn't matter. You can
Yeah,
throw
it
them
doesn't
out
matter.
on this one. 'Cause it's
Right.
like, they
Doesn't
know each
matter.
other. They've played each other in these state playoffs
Yeah.
the last 3
Yeah.
years or whatever.
Yeah.
And I look for it to be just
Yeah,
another
but it's
really-
a toss up.
Yeah,
You know
I
anyone
agree.
on Hoban's
Yeah.
team?
Yeah.
What's that?
You know anyone on Hoban's team?
I know some of the people's that
Okay,
coach and
okay,
a few other things. Same way with Walsh. I know a couple of people over there too, but
Okay.
Listen.
Well, we know James Brewer. We're
yeah,
going,
absolutely.
We're going Wash, baby.
Yeah.
We're
Listen,
going Wash.
they had a
Friday night.
drone on the sideline, by the way.
They had what?
They had a drone.
Who did?
Walsh did. They had
A drone?
They had a kid. They had two kids operating a drone on the sideline, and so it would go up for kickoffs, and you would get this overhead. Now we couldn't see it, but I'm sure come film time, this is how they were watching film, and they were operating this drone like it was it was tied to their hands. They had incredible ability
Just Walsh?
to manage
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I just saw it on the wall side of the field,
Okay,
so I don't know if
okay.
Hoban had one out.
They advertise them. They're big sellers now
Oh,
for filming
man.
practice and
Yep.
doing all that. And I've seen
Yep.
it done.
Yep.
You could go over
Yep.
top and film your drills. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
I got the
But
kid's name, by the way, and
Did you?
he's willing to work for us.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you.
That's what we need. We need some young geeky kid.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
to do the drone work. He ain't doing production work.
Well, we don't know yet.
All right. Hey,
Well, let you try.
but young fella, I didn't think you were that geeky. I thought you were a pretty
Yeah.
nice guy.
I love you.
But
Long
man,
as-
I'm
long as
telling
you
you.
can work like that. I love you.
As long as you have zero outside interest other than your.
Exactly.
They took that drone. I mean, that thing, it sprinted to like the middle of the field, 50 feet in the air in like a second or two. They were driving this thing
Got
like
it in
crazy.
position.
Now,
Oh,
you
man.
see what kills you now too, though. If you look at the sidelines, look at they got TV screens in the video.
Oh, man.
You know they got iPad.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
everybody's on iPad,
yeah.
and they've got screen ones.
Yeah.
They've got hoods they pull over.
Yeah.
Linemen can sit. I'm going.
These
what?
kids they're getting it done.
Oh, they're
I'm telling
getting-
you.
You know, I noticed this too from seeing some college games where they have these big cards.
Yeah.
It's
Uh-huh.
like K on it
Yeah,
or
yeah,
M.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
singlets
guess
up.
they're talking to the line or the
Yeah.
back linebackers or whatever. Or,
I listened to an old coach, Bruce Arians, said he asked the guy at Arizona State or whatever that does the card stuff if they can talk in the headset like they do the pro stuff, but you have these cards. He said, "Hell no."
Yeah.
Because you got
Yeah.
you got to flip them.
Right, they're just
I
the
just
whole
rather
game. The whole
talk
game.
in your headset
Yeah.
for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Get the play in and
Oh,
go.
yeah.
But yeah, those cards. They have decoys. They have this. They have other.
Yeah.
good
Right,
stuff.
right,
And
right.
once in a while, when you were watching film, if you played a team back when I was coaching, that you could see who was a decoy guy given certain film, certain traits. Start catching a couple guys and go, that guy's hot.
Uh-huh.
Because they're running certain way, and you
Yeah.
stick with a little bit. Now, to try to find that during the game and worry
Very
about
difficult.
So they have
Yep.
several
Yeah.
people giving signals.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
couple are decoys. One's
Couple-
really
yeah,
getting signals.
yeah.
Yep.
And that happens too. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I love
it's
about
just
football,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
It's not.
Think about our high school. Did Buck give signals?
Absolutely.
So 2, 4, 6,
Right.
1, 3, 5.
Right.
We were the same
Option.
way.
Right.
Pass.
This was the best one, though. What was this?
Keeper.
We were
Hey,
quarterbacks.
hey,
So when Buck
listen.
did this,
Hey,
we
listen.
got to run the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, yeah.
I don't care what the play was.
Yeah.
He ended up doing
You know,
that.
here's what's
There's
bad. We're
a
the same
keeper.
way defensively.
Oh,
Everywhere
God.
I went, we were all 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
This is odd. This is
Right,
odd.
right.
Man.
Even
So,
in
if somebody took 5 minutes to study it, they could pick up every
Oh,
play.
God, yeah.
24,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
keeper.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Double A gap blitz, things like this. I mean, it was, but yeah, now
Oh, that's too
it's
funny.
incredible.
Awesome,
It's incredible.
awesome. Well, good. That's some good information about the game. And again, when this airs, the game will probably have been played already, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
A lot of towns should be a great game.
Yeah. So I want to end this segment because I think this is going to air before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so I want to ask, I guess I'll put a question out there. What is your best your favorite Thanksgiving meal? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're like on death row, bruh,
Oh,
and it's
no,
it is your last meal. What is your best and favorite Thanksgiving meal if you had your choice?
I can tell you the one thing that I would want is gravy. That's-
Bingo.
So
Bingo, me
so
too.
so stuffing smothered in gravy.
Mashed
So-
potatoes, gravy.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes and
Mashed
gravy.
potato gravy.
Turkey.
Oh, I spilled a little bit on my roast beef.
Yeah.
Oh, rice
That's
with
all right.
gravy.
That's right,
See, I don't
yeah.
want roast beef. Chicken or turkey with gravy. So just
And I
smothered
like
in
the
gravy.
dark meat turkey, but
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take-
Same here. So anything else, I can live with or without macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
You can live without macaroni
I
and cheese?
can live without macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Candied yams.
You can live without candy yams?
No. I'm telling you the stuff
Yeah.
that I like though. But I'm just telling you.
What?
Yeah.
I'll be sitting over here pouting.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I think either Patricia or I are going to make peach cobbler.
Oh,
So
peach cobbler.
so I talked about making it, and I think then she took the idea, and now it's no longer. mine.
cares?
So,
Sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
all that
Long
good
as it's
stuff.
made.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm good with
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So, long as it's gravy,
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, man.
and we're talking about peach cobbler for dessert.
Yep.
You don't have mandatory mac and cheese. It's not mandatory. Stuffing's got to be
No, that would be
mandatory.
there. Stuffing.
Gotta be
Turkey.
mandatory.
Yeah. Listen. My eyes are bigger than my stomach. I just
No.
want to pace myself and just eat what I love. You know what I mean?
Right,
Quite
right.
frankly, a hot roll with butter. I'm happy with that. It's something that could sop up gravy again, once again. So you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
keep
Right,
going.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Man.
What you got, bro?
Whoa, I'm with him right now. I mean, like I said, I had to roll it
Yeah.
just to sop up the gravy.
man.
I mean, you throw that in there with a great stuffing. And I love
Yeah.
good stuffing. Make good stuffing, man. Cook it with.
Now, do you like the stuffing that's in
Yes,
the turkey
yes,
or separate from
yes.
the turkey?
Both, but I like it better in the turkey.
Yeah, I
That's
do
how
too.
I cook it, bring it out.
Yeah.
I like it like
Yeah, I
that.
do
yes.
too.
Yeah.
I'm a dark meat fan.
I am too.
I might
Yeah.
eat more than hell gravy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
extra. But get the dark meat out there and just spread it all over
Oh,
that stuff
man.
right there.
Yeah.
And just let me have a fork.
Yeah.
My wife
Oh,
would be
well, good.
totally disappointed. None of you have said anything about a vegetable.
Well,
You got to have some greens or cabbage.
Well, hear about this now. I always get like green bean casserole or something like that that's in there. So it's
Yeah.
good, but I'm like, I'll get the veggies.
That's what puts you to sleep, all those carbs.
Yeah.
You can't just go
Like
carb
a-
on top of carb
Yeah.
on top of carb.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
I ain't got to have greens. But I'll have them.
Ah.
But I ain't got to have it. All right.
No.
Got to have some greens.
And that'll be the time.
I like collard greens. I like the big, thick,
Yeah,
leaf
yeah, yeah, yeah,
collard
yeah,
greens.
yeah.
The big, thick,
You put hot sauce on them?
Yeah.
You put hot sauce on them?
Say again?
You put hot sauce on
I
them?
do. Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah.
I do not. I'd put a lot of pepper on them,
Yeah.
but I don't do hot sauce.
I'll put.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I only put hot sauce on fish.
Oh, is that right?
Like hot
That's
sauce
it.
on fish.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yep, yep.
I don't put hot sauce on
But we
anything.
having fish
I know
too?
people that put hot sauce on everything.
Yeah.
I
For me, it's only fish.
Yeah.
Hot
I
fish.
put hot
Yeah.
sauce on a lot of stuff.
Really?
But I've cut down. It's like on chicken, fish, definitely, things like that. But turkey and all that stuff,
Yeah.
gravy. And my greens, though, I throw
Yeah.
hot sauce on my gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I've had greens with a little hot sauce.
I do it just not to be hot, just to
Right.
give it that little twang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly
Yeah,
right. I don't wanna
yeah.
burn
So what do you got? Hot sauce on?
I don't like.
What do you put hot sauce on?
Greens, I put it on.
Really? Just a little?
Yeah, just a little.
right.
Just,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I'm not into spicy, so
No,
you know I don't eat a lot of
I don't
spicy
want
food.
some,
I'm trying to think what else I would put it on. There is nothing else that I would absolutely have to put it
Chicken,
on.
pizza.
You know what?
No.
You could put it on fried chicken, but I don't put it on fried
No.
Yeah.
Get away from my. Listen, I don't like to share. First of all,
Oh yeah, you got this idiosyncrasy.
Yeah. Oh, no.
he needs one of these plates that have sections on it. You know what I mean?
sections on my plate.
I used to be as a kid.
Yeah.
There's
I'm like,
certain things that can't bump
Run
up
into
against
the-
my chicken,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
Like, listen.
My mom used to go nuts because my dad would look at me and
Oh,
go,
man.
it's all going to the same
Yeah.
damn
No,
place.
no,
But I'm
no.
like, no, don't let that run into there.
Oh man.
If you're gonna have fish and I put a hot sauce on it,
Yep.
that
Okay, you got
cannot
it.
share the same plate with my chicken. I just can't bump up against each other.
Oh,
It's just like when I have breakfast food, which I love. Nothing in this world do I love more than breakfast food. But my and I do French toast more so than pancakes.
Yeah.
My syrup can't bump up against my eggs
Oh,
and hash browns. You gotta have a separate plate.
Yeah.
No. There's
I didn't
this
know
is
it
my
was like
salt.
that, man. I
Absolutely.
didn't.
Yeah.
This is my salt plate
Yeah.
with my eggs
really? Yeah.
and bacon and hash browns.
Man, I could throw
And then this is my sweet
all that
plate.
shit on the
Yeah.
same
Nah,
plate.
no,
Let's
that
go.
shit can't be bumping
Let's
up
go to
against
work.
each other. But anyway, I was gonna mention this about Thanksgiving. And I think Leslie hit me with this a few years ago. She had some oxtails.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Yeah.
good stuff.
oxtails.
For Thanksgiving?
Bro. Yeah, she
Oh,
put some
come on.
oxtails in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them in a couple of years.
I ain't
And
seen
I'm
them
putting this
in-
out in case.
Yeah, I
you
just
see it.
Yeah,
gonna say,
I ain't
right,
seen him in
yeah.
a decade or more.
Little hit.
Ooh, boy, oxtails and with some roast
Oxtails
beef,
are
some
good.
turkey.
Uh-huh.
We had about 4 meats. We had oxtails, we had turkey, we had roast beef, and we had ham.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so 4 different meats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. You had your mac and cheese, you had your candy yams,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and stuffing, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
And there was some other kind of casserole,
Yeah.
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But all you need is a scoop of this and a scoop of that.
Yeah.
And then you had the dessert, sweet potato pie,
Yeah.
and then she made a doggone pound cake,
Uh-huh.
a 7-Up
yeah.
pound cake.
Uh-huh.
Bruh, come on.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yep.
And you expect me to watch
Yep.
football after
Yep.
this?
Yep. Yep.
Forget about
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Forget
No,
about it.
I'm in my chair. Yeah. Wake me up when it's
Wake me up when it's over, bro. And so Thanksgiving to me is one of my favorite holidays. I love Christmas because just more family.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like your kids come
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
get to see them on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But when your kids and Leslie's kids get to see my kids,
Yep.
Awesome, man.
I mean that doesn't happen a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
We're in a different, we
Yeah.
grew
No.
up. All our relatives
Yep.
on the
All
east
around. We
side.
saw each other. Yep. Yeah.
Now,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
know, people in different
It
states
was no
across the
big
country.
deal because we saw each other all the time.
Listen,
You're
let me
right.
tell you something. There is nothing like sitting back,
Yeah.
watching my kids with Phil's kids and
Yeah.
Leslie's kids
Yeah.
just interact and laugh and joke.
Right.
And there's nothing in the world better than that.
No,
It
it's there is like and family be able to come over and spend time and know they're going to be there for a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when someone rushes in out of town. And only see them.
Right.
Because you're right. Everybody's spread out.
Yeah.
And we play these corny board games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we love that though.
That's exactly.
yeah.
That's fun.
But listen, for us, think about it. We're getting up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
man.
got. I ain't gonna say when we're gonna drop dead, but in terms of
you're not gonna
health
turn this-
issues.
You're not gonna turn this dark, are you?
Nah, but you know,
show was going so good.
Their last Thanksgiving.
Right. Play the tape again.
Yeah,
Let me see it
exactly.
one more time.
Yeah. But how many of these we got left? You know what I mean? I mean,
You don't know. Yeah, the role changes. Right? One year you're up there dancing and telling jokes, and
Yep,
then
yep,
a couple
yep.
years later you're sitting back watching somebody else tell jokes and dance.
yeah. But I want to just like this roof thing, man. I want to get up on the roof and put up these Christmas
That's
lights.
crazy, bro.
And
You
Why
may
do you
not.
wanna get up
You
on
may
the-
not
you just
see
wanna-
another thing.
because I want to save $300. Because I don't want to pay somebody to do something. That
$300?
I don't know how much it
And then
costs.
we have
Oh.
one more Thanksgiving.
I'll say I'll get up there for 100.
Split it. Let's go.
Right, let's go.
$150.
Joe Alien. Get
Oh,
up there.
Yeah.
Joe Haley to help. Oh,
Hey, the ground is actually pretty soft.
You know, if you get up there to put them up, you also have to get up there to take that shit down.
Yeah, but it's going to be much easier to do that.
Why?
to put them down because I don't have to stay there and hang them like I do when I'm putting them up. All I got to do is, actually, I don't even have to go up there to pull them down. All I got to do is get some hook and pull them.
Now,
I'm going to ask Joe Allen if you. I'm sure he will.
so what's the goal with these Christmas decorations? Because what you guys have up is awesome.
That's what
It is to the roof, so it's got there, but I want to outline the roof of the different peaks in the roof. That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
We hang a wreath in the window or something with
Yeah.
some lights or something.
Well,
That's
my wife would,
that's it. We're done.
you know, and then she would put stuff up and it looked pretty good, but she's asked about this year that kids are gone. And like I said, if it gets older and way, and like we're really going to do it. Now, she has a ton of shit
Yeah.
she'll be pulling out. I know.
Yeah,
But
that's nice.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is
it
nice.
is.
It's
And I-
festive.
and she does
and
a
it gets
good
you,
job.
nothing gets you in the mood like looking
Man,
at
I tell you,
that
y'all
stuff.
throw some Christmas music
Yeah.
on and start something.
Absolutely.
I play it all the time.
Yeah.
You got a nice tree in the front yard, though. You should hang some lights in that tree.
Oh, don't let my wife hear you.
Oh man, it would just be it'd be beautiful. I'm
I'm gonna
telling
call.
you, it'd be beautiful.
Stop by and just say, this
Like that tree.
beautiful.
God, it looks nice.
And you got a family. I'm assuming the family, like he's got down on Orlando, just a
Yeah.
block from the house. These people put up some crap from Halloween. That was just crazy.
They went
so I'm assuming
hard.
they do the same thing for Christmas.
I think so. They went hard for
Yeah. Oh
Halloween.
my goodness.
Hard.
I don't even know where you store all that stuff. They had so much stuff in
they
there.
went
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're newer people, and I appreciate the
Yeah.
passion for Halloween.
Right, absolutely.
So,
No, I don't. I love it, but
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know how much I'll be doing.
me neither. So,
Yeah.
all right, guess what? We have wrapped up
Yeah.
episode 15
Yep.
of the Three Brothers Podcast. Listen, I hope we didn't bore you guys too much with the holiday talk, but, we got kind of caught up.
Oh man.
And guess what? Christmas is right around the corner. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a hell of a skit. That's
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness, Joe Alien. I hope you guys like Joe Alien.
Oh, we haven't shown that yet.
No.
Oh, it's part of this
No,
one
should've
then.
shown
huh?
before-
Okay.
before
Okay.
the
Okay.
Joe
Okay.
Alien's here to stay.
Joe
man.
Alien's here to stay.
He was upset he couldn't.
Oh,
come
that's a good
tonight.
skit.
I
That's
told
a
him,
good skit.
I
Yeah.
said he's green.
I hope you all enjoy Joe Alien. You're gonna see a lot of him. Joe
A
Alien.
lot of
is
ice
the-
out here. He can be taken.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
gonna be the star of our skits. going
well,
forward.
he wants to be.
Yeah.
And I keep telling him.
Well, look,
Oh, Joe.
I can't roll off a roof.
Yeah, I know. Not
Joe
like
Alien.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, he has no
His
problem.
recuperative powers are amazing. Yeah.
So,
As
anyway.
you'll see in the skit.
Thank you all for joining us. Listen, I want to give our email address. We constantly get comments, suggestions, questions, and we appreciate it. So keep those coming. Our email address is the3brospod@gmail.com. That's the letter 3.
Number
bro.
3.
Did I say letter?
Yeah.
You know what? I started believing it's a letter.
Yeah.
I can't. Every week.
I know, but
Yeah.
I think it is a letter now.
The number 3, the number 3 bros pod@gmail.com. So, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, if you like the skits, you want to comment about the skits, you want to be in a skit, or you have ideas about a skit, we welcome all comments. We appreciate it. So, thank you for the support, though. The views have been
Yep.
really up.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we
Yeah.
love that. So,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you so much. So,
Yeah.
that's it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from the
Hey,
Three Brothers
have a great
Podcast.
holiday. Yep.
Have a good one. Take care.
Yeah.